just when you thought you knew the world. Think again. Welcome back to the Knowledge Hub, where today we dive into part 2 of 50 amazing facts about the world. And trust me, these facts are even wilder, weirder, and more wonderful than before. Get ready to have your mind blown by the strangest places, incredible natural phenomena, and jaw-dropping truths from every corner of our planet. Fact 1. There's a place in Africa where 2 seasons happen at once. Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania is one of the few places on Earth where you can experience 2 completely different climates at the same time. At its base, the weather is warm and tropical, with dense forests and wildlife. But climb a few thousand meters, and you'll find snow, ice, and freezing temperatures. This incredible natural phenomenon is due to the mountain's towering height of nearly 6,000 meters, about 19,341 feet, making it possible to travel from summer to winter in a single day. Fact 2. The Philippines has a floating cemetery. In the Camiguin province of the Philippines, there's an actual cemetery where the gravestones are submerged in the sea, and a large cross marks the site. The cemetery sank into the ocean during a volcanic eruption in 1871, and today it's both a sacred site and a tourist attraction. You can even take a boat to visit it. It's a haunting yet peaceful reminder of how nature can reclaim even the most sacred of places. Fact 3. The world's largest salt flat looks like a giant mirror. Bolivia's Salar de Uyuni is the largest salt flat on Earth, spanning over 10,000 square kilometers. During the rainy season, a thin layer of water collects on its surface, turning it into a gigantic natural mirror that reflects the sky so perfectly, it's hard to tell where the ground ends and the heavens begin. It's so surreal that it's often used in movies and commercials to create dreamlike scenes. Fact 4. There's a river in Colombia that looks like liquid rainbow. Caño Cristales, often called the River of 5 Colors, is found in Colombia's remote Serranía de la Macarena National Park. For much of the year, it looks like any other river. But from June to November, a rare aquatic plant called Macarenia clavigera blooms, turning the river into a vibrant flow of red, yellow, green, blue, and black. The phenomenon is so visually stunning that it's often referred to as the most beautiful river in the world, and it can only be witnessed during this short seasonal window. Fact 5. A forest in Poland has 400 crooked trees, and no one knows why. Near the town of Gryfino in Poland lies a mysterious grove called the Crooked Forest, where about 400 pine trees all bend sharply at the base before growing upright. These unusual trees were planted in the 1930s, and many theories have been suggested, from human intervention using tools to unexplained gravitational forces. But no one knows for certain why they grew this way. It's an eerie, magical place that continues to puzzle scientists and visitors alike. Fact 6. Ethiopia follows a different calendar, and it's 7 years behind. In Ethiopia, the official calendar is based on the ancient Coptic system, which means their current year is 7 to 8 years behind the Gregorian calendar used by most of the world. For example, when it's 2025 in many countries, it's only 2017 in Ethiopia. Their calendar also has 13 months, 12 months of 30 days, and a final month with just 5 or 6 days. This timekeeping difference is so striking that Ethiopia famously advertised itself to tourists as the country 13 months of sunshine. Fact 7. A town in Norway gets no sunlight for months, so they installed giant mirrors. Ryukun, a small town tucked in a deep valley in Norway, doesn't receive direct sunlight for nearly half the year because it's surrounded by tall mountains. In 2013, the town installed massive heliostat mirrors on a nearby mountain to reflect sunlight down into the town square. These mirrors follow the sun and brighten the area even during the darkest winter months, offering residents a warm, well-lit gathering spot in a place where darkness once ruled. Fact 8. There's a lake in Tanzania that turns animals into stone. Lake Natron in northern Tanzania is a highly alkaline body of water with a pH as high as 10.5, similar to ammonia. Due to its unique chemical composition and high temperatures, it preserves the bodies of animals that fall into it, calcifying them and giving them a petrified, stone-like appearance. While it doesn't literally turn animals to stone, the effect is hauntingly beautiful and surreal, capturing the eerie stillness of death in one of nature's most dramatic forms. Fact 9. There's a village in the Netherlands with no roads, only canals. Welcome to Giethoorn, a picturesque village often called the Venice of the Netherlands. Here, instead of roads and cars, residents and visitors get around using small boats on quiet, tree-lined canals. The entire town is designed around waterways, and traditional houses sit on little islands connected by over 170 wooden bridges. With no noise from traffic and only the gentle sound of water, Giethoorn feels like a storybook come to life. Fact 10. A cave in Mexico has crystals taller than a house. Deep beneath the Chihuahuan Desert lies Nakamine's Cave of Crystals, home to some of the largest natural crystals ever discovered. These massive selenite crystals can reach over 36 feet, 11 meters in length, and weigh more than 50 tons. The cave is extremely hot and humid, with temperatures around 136 degrees Fahrenheit, 58 degrees Celsius, making it nearly impossible for humans to explore without protective gear. It's a surreal underground cathedral of crystal that few have ever seen in person. Fact 11. Japan has cat islands where felines outnumber humans. Japan is famous for its love of cats, and nowhere is that more evident than on Aoshima Island, one of several cat islands in the country. Here, cats outnumber humans by nearly 6-1. Originally brought in to deal with rodent problems, the cats thrived while the human population declined. Today, the island is a quiet haven where felines rule the land, attracting cat lovers from all over the world who want to experience this living, purring paradise. Fact 12. An island in the Indian Ocean has its own rocking trees. Seychelles, a tropical paradise, is home to the coco de mer, the plant that produces the largest seed in the world, sometimes weighing over 60 pounds. But what makes it truly unique is the tree's strange, almost human-like shape. The seed resembles a woman's hips, while the male flower eerily resembles a phallic shape. Fact 13. There's a place where fire erupts right out of the ground. Yanar Dağ, which means burning mountain in Azerbaijan, is a hillside that has been on fire for decades due to a continuous seepage of natural gas from underground. The flames can reach up to 10 feet high and are especially visible at night, dancing along the base of the hill. The area is part of the Absheron Peninsula, known for its fiery landscapes that once inspired Zoroastrian fire worshippers thousands of years ago. Even today, Yanar Dağ is a mystical and mesmerizing sight. Fact 14. There's a town in Spain where everyone lives in a cave. In Setenil de las Bodegas, Spain, many homes are built directly into the side of a massive rock overhang. Instead of carving out caves, the builders used the natural rock as the roof, which helps regulate temperature year-round. Some streets appear to be buried beneath boulders, creating the illusion that the town lives under a giant stone wave. It's a fascinating mix of geology and architecture that continues to be inhabited today. Fact 15. There's a country inside another country. Lesotho, a small kingdom in southern Africa, is one of only 3 countries in the world that is completely landlocked by another single country, in this case, South Africa. It's also the only independent country in the world that lies entirely above 1,000 meters, 3,281 feet, in elevation, giving it the nickname Kingdom in the Sky. Lesotho's unique geography means even its lowest point is higher than the highest point in many countries. Fact 16. A city in Canada holds the record for the most snow in a single day. On February 11, 1999, the city of Tatsa Lake, British Columbia, received an incredible 145 centimeters, 57 inches, of snow in just 24 hours. That's nearly 5 feet of snow in a single day. The snowfall was so extreme that roads became impassable and entire buildings were buried. While it's not the snowiest place on Earth year-round, this single event stands as one of the most jaw-dropping weather records in history. Fact 17. There's a lake in India that turns red every summer. Lonar Lake in Maharashtra, India, was formed by a meteor impact over 50,000 years ago. What makes it fascinating is that each summer, its water turns a vivid bubblegum pink, or red. Scientists believe this is due to halophilic bacteria and algae that thrive in its highly saline and alkaline environment. The lake is also one of the few hypervelocity impact craters found in basalt rock anywhere on Earth. Fact 18. Finland has a day where everyone is encouraged to fail. October 13th is celebrated in Finland as National Failure Day, a day to embrace mistakes, flops, and setbacks. Started by a group of university students, the idea is to destigmatize failure and promote it as a stepping stone toward success. Even CEOs and celebrities share their personal stories of defeat, creating a culture where people are encouraged to learn from their failures instead of fearing them. Fact 19. A village in India plants trees to celebrate the birth of every girl. In Piplantri, Rajasthan, when a girl is born, villagers plant 111 trees in her honor. It's a beautiful tradition started to improve the environment and change attitudes toward girls in a region where they've historically been undervalued. These trees are nurtured as the girls grow up, symbolizing both environmental and social progress. As a result, Piplantri has become a green and thriving example of how nature and gender equality can go hand in hand. Fact 20. A hidden lava lake has been burning for a century. Mount Nyiragongo, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, is home to one of the few persistent lava lakes in the world. This fiery pool of molten rock has been bubbling for nearly 100 years. It's highly fluid and can flow at terrifying speeds, once reaching over 60 kilometers per hour, 37 miles per hour, during an eruption. Its sheer power and constant activity make it a hotbed for volcanologists and a thrilling but risky sight for adventurous travelers. Fact 21. Iceland has more books published per capita than any other country. Icelanders are obsessed with reading and writing. The country publishes more books per person than anywhere else in the world, and 1 in 10 Icelanders will publish a book in their lifetime. During Jólabókaflóðið, or the Christmas book flood, people exchange books on Christmas Eve and spend the evening reading. It's a national tradition that reflects Iceland's deep cultural appreciation for storytelling and literature. Fact 22. The Philippines has the world's longest underground river navigable by boat. The Puerto Princesa subterranean river, located on the island of Palawan in the Philippines, stretches over 8 kilometers, 5 miles, underground. Tourists can take boat tours through its winding cathedral-like cave system, which includes massive chambers, ancient stalactites, and colonies of bats. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of nature. Fact 23. In Turkey, you can see fairy chimneys in a real-life fantasy landscape. Cappadocia is famous for its fairy chimneys. Tall, cone-shaped rock formations formed by volcanic eruptions and erosion over thousands of years. Locals even carved homes, churches, and entire underground cities into them. Today you can float above these surreal formations in a hot air balloon at sunrise, making it one of the most magical experiences on Earth. Fact 24. Chile's Atacama Desert has places where it hasn't rained for centuries. The Atacama Desert is one of the driest places on the planet. Some regions haven't seen measurable rainfall in over 500 years. Despite these harsh conditions, unique life forms like microbial mats and desert-adapted plants still thrive. NASA even tests Martian rovers here because it so closely resembles the surface of Mars. Fact 25. Scotland has more than 400 words for snow. Yes, the Scots really know their snow. From snaw, snow, to skelf, a large flake, there are hundreds of snow-related terms in the Scottish dialect. This linguistic richness is a testament to how culture, climate, and language evolve together, especially in a place known for its long, cold winters. Fact 26. An ancient city lies preserved beneath ash in Italy. We all know about Pompeii, but its lesser-known neighbor Herculaneum offers an even more intimate glimpse into Roman life. Also destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, Herculaneum was buried under volcanic mud instead of ash, which preserved wooden furniture, food, scrolls, and entire buildings in stunning detail. It's like a Roman time capsule, frozen in time. Some archaeologists consider it an even richer site than Pompeii for understanding daily life in antiquity. Fact 27. The Pacific Ocean is shrinking, while the Atlantic expands. Due to tectonic plate movement, the Pacific Ocean is slowly getting smaller by about 1 inch (2.5 centimeters) per year. Meanwhile, the Atlantic Ocean is gradually widening. This is because new crust is being formed at the mid-Atlantic ridge, pushing continents apart. Over millions of years, this process could dramatically reshape Earth's geography, proving that our planet's surface is anything but still. Fact 28. The Moon has earthquakes, called moonquakes. The Moon isn't as inactive as it appears. NASA's Apollo missions discovered that moonquakes occur beneath the surface. Some are caused by tidal forces from Earth, while others come from thermal expansion or meteorite impacts. Surprisingly, some of these moonquakes can last up to 10 minutes, far longer than most on Earth. Fact 29. If you stacked all the bacteria in the world, they'd stretch for 10 billion light years. There are approximately 5 million trillion bacteria on Earth, more than the number of stars in the observable universe. Although invisible to the naked eye, if lined up, their combined length could stretch across the entire universe. Bacteria are found everywhere, from deep-sea vents to inside your body, and they play essential roles in ecosystems and human health. Fact 30. A desert in Namibia has trees that are over 1,000 years old. In Dedvlei, located in Namibia's Namib-Naukluft Park, you'll find ancient blackened trees standing against a backdrop of orange dunes and white salt pans. These camel thorn trees died over 900 years ago, but due to the arid climate, they never decayed. They're like sculptures frozen in time, beautifully preserved by the sun and sand. The eerie landscape looks more like another planet than anywhere on Earth. Fact 31. Some animals navigate using the Earth's magnetic field. Certain species like loggerhead turtles, salmon, and even cows are believed to detect and use Earth's magnetic field to orient themselves. This sense is called magnetoreception. Birds, for example, can see magnetic fields as visual patterns that guide their migrations. While the exact mechanism is still under investigation, it's one of nature's coolest superpowers, an invisible GPS system built into living creatures. Fact 32. A single lightning strike can stretch over 700 kilometers. In 2020, the World Meteorological Organization confirmed a record-breaking lightning strike that stretched an incredible 768 kilometers, 477 miles, across the skies of Brazil. That's about the distance from New York City to Cleveland. This mega flash shattered previous records and reminded scientists how much more there is to learn about extreme weather phenomena and atmospheric energy. Fact 33. Earth has a pulse. Literally, geologists have discovered that every 27 million years, Earth seems to go through a cycle of geologic activity, including mass extinctions, volcanic eruptions, and tectonic upheavals. It's like the planet has its own heartbeat ticking through the ages. Though the cause is still being studied, these periodic events seem to align across deep history, showing that even on a planetary level, rhythms exist. Fact 34. The Amazon has a river that boils. Hidden deep in the Peruvian Amazon is Chimney Timpishka, a real-life boiling river where temperatures soar up to 93 degrees Celsius, 200 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to cook animals alive. What's wild, it's nowhere near a volcano. Instead, underground geothermal heat pushes scalding water to the surface. Revered by local tribes and baffling to scientists, this river is a surreal reminder that Earth still holds secrets worthy of legends. Fact 35. There's a hidden underground city in Turkey. The ancient city of Derinkuyu lies beneath the region of Cappadocia in Turkey. This massive underground complex could house over 20,000 people and includes homes, chapels, stables, and even schools, all carved out of soft volcanic rock. Built thousands of years ago, it's believed to have been used by early Christians to hide from invaders. It reaches depths of more than 60 meters, 200 feet, and has ventilation shafts and water wells, an engineering marvel of ancient times. Fact 36. Canada has the longest coastline in the world. When it comes to coastlines, Canada takes the crown, by a long shot. Stretching over 202,000 kilometers, about 125,000 miles, it has more coastline than every other country combined. Bordered by the Atlantic, Pacific, and Arctic Oceans, its shores range from rugged cliffs to icy tundras and sandy beaches. If you walked the entire Canadian coastline non-stop, it would take over 30 years. Fact 37. Antarctica is the driest place on Earth. Despite being covered in ice, Antarctica is technically the driest desert on Earth. Some parts of the continent, like the dry valleys, haven't seen rain in nearly 2 million years. The air is so cold it can't hold much moisture, making precipitation extremely rare. This makes it both the coldest and driest desert, a paradoxical icy wasteland. Fact 38. Russia has 11 time zones. Russia is so massive that it spans 11 time zones, from Kaliningrad in the west to Kamchatka in the east. That means when it's breakfast time in Moscow, it might already be dinner in Vladivostok. Although the government has adjusted time zones for simplicity over the years, Russia remains one of the only countries where you can experience nearly half of the world's time zones without ever leaving the country. Fact 39. Venezuela has a lightning storm that never stops. In Venezuela, over the Catatumbo River, lightning flashes across the sky almost every single night, sometimes for 10 hours straight, and up to 260 nights a year. This natural phenomenon is called the Catatumbo lightning, and it can produce as many as 28 lightning strikes per minute. What's even wilder, there's often no thunder. Fact 40. The Great Lakes have their own shipwreck graveyard. The Great Lakes might look calm, but beneath the surface lies a chilling truth. They're home to an estimated 6,000 shipwrecks, many astonishingly well preserved. In Lake Superior, the frigid freshwater acts like a natural refrigerator, keeping wrecks intact for over a century. Fact 41. The Atacama Desert is the best place to see the stars. Nestled in northern Chile, the Atacama Desert is not only the driest place on Earth, some parts haven't seen rain in centuries, but it's also the clearest window into the universe. Thanks to its high altitude, near-zero humidity, and lack of light pollution, the Atacama offers the most dazzling night skies on the planet. It's so perfect for stargazing that it's home to some of the world's most powerful telescopes, like those at the ALMA Observatory. On a clear night, you can see the Milky Way stretch across the sky in full detail, along with planets, comets, and even distant galaxies. Fact 42. There's a blue hole in the ocean that goes deeper than skyscrapers. Off the coast of Belize lies the Great Blue Hole, a massive underwater sinkhole over 300 meters across and 125 meters deep. It's a diving paradise with crystal-clear water, ancient stalactites, and eerie silence. From the air, it looks like the ocean grew a pupil. Fact 43. The world's most secure room is inside a mountain. Deep beneath the Arctic ice in Svalbard, Norway, lies the Global Seed Vault, a fail-safe bunker that stores over 1 million seed varieties in case of global catastrophe. It's designed to withstand nuclear war, climate change, and even asteroid impact. It's the world's ultimate backup plan. Fact 44. There are human footprints, older than the pyramids, on the wrong continent. In White Sands National Park, New Mexico, archaeologists discovered fossilized human footprints dated to around 23,000 years ago, redefining when humans first arrived in North America. These tracks prove people were roaming the continent long before we thought possible. Fact 45. There's an iceberg that's bigger than some countries. In 2021, Iceberg 76 broke off Antarctica and became the largest iceberg in the world, spanning over 4,300 square kilometers. That's bigger than Luxembourg or the island of Majorca. These floating ice giants are tracked by satellites, as they can alter shipping routes and even impact sea life ecosystems. Fact 46. There's a volcano that erupts blue flames at night. Indonesia's Kawah Ijen volcano is famous for its electric blue lava-like fire. But here's the twist. It's not the lava that glows. It's sulfuric gases igniting as they escape the volcano and contact the air. At night, the flames look like liquid sapphire oozing down the mountain, creating a surreal, otherworldly light show that has to be seen to be believed. Fact 47. The Tibetan Plateau is known as Earth's third pole. Towering at an average elevation of over 4,500 meters, 14,800 feet, the Tibetan Plateau is the highest and largest plateau on Earth, so massive it's often called the third pole. Why? Because it holds the largest reserve of freshwater ice outside the Arctic and Antarctic. It feeds Asia's biggest rivers, like the Yangtze, Mekong, and Ganges, and supplies water to over 1.5 billion people. Fact 48. San Marino is the world's oldest existing country, founded in 301 AD. Tucked away within Italy, the tiny Republic of San Marino holds a massive historical record. It's the oldest sovereign state still in existence today, having been founded in the year 301 AD. That's over 1,700 years of continuous independence. Established by a stonemason named Marinus, fleeing Roman persecution, this mountaintop microstate has survived wars, empires, and unification movements while maintaining its independence and original government structure. Fact 49. The world's largest flower can grow over 3 feet wide. Meet Rafflesia arnoldi, the largest individual flower on Earth. Native to the rainforests of Southeast Asia, this floral giant can reach up to 3.3 feet in diameter and weigh over 15 pounds. But beauty comes with a twist. It emits a strong odor of decaying meat to attract carrion flies for pollination. That's why it's also known as the corpse flower. Fact 50. The longest walkable road on Earth stretches over 14,000 miles. If you ever feel like going for a really long walk, consider this. The longest continuous walking route on Earth runs from Cape Town, South Africa, all the way to Magadan, Russia, a mind-boggling distance of 14,334 miles, 23,068 kilometers. This epic journey would take you across 16 countries, countless climates, and terrains ranging from deserts and jungles to frozen tundras. And there you have it. 50 more incredible facts that prove just how fascinating and unpredictable our world really is. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more mind-blowing facts, and share this video with your fellow curious minds. Got a favorite fact, or one we missed? Drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear it.